What's going on, guys?
Hi, guys.
So, I know we're pretty much a couples channel, and we do everything from like challenges, vlogs, all that good stuff. But lately, me and Grace have both been getting a ton of questions about flexible dieting and tracking your macros. And if you guys don't know what that is, basically all it comes down to is how many fats you're getting, your protein, and your carbs. So if you guys aren't familiar with those different macronutrients, literally grab a bag of chips, grab anything in your pantry, and just look on the back, and you can literally tell what the serving size is and what the macros are for that serving. I've been tracking macros now for how long? Probably
like a year.
Probably about a year, very consistently. You can go as extreme as to weigh everything out if you guys feel it necessary. But the back of packages literally tell you the serving size. So like I said, you can weigh it out, or you can just kind of eyeball. The beauty of flexible dieting is it fits anybody's lifestyle. So whether you're a doctor, you stay at home, you work from home, say you're on the run all the time, that's the beauty of it. If you want to fit in a cookie or anything like that, you can. Now I will say with flexible dieting, a lot of people give it hate because they're like, oh, people think they can hit their macros with processed foods such as like protein bars and stuff like that. And that's not exactly the case. Personally, I like to do the 80-20 split. So I do 80% whole foods such as like rice, pastas, ground turkey. You can do chicken breast, although I've gotten burned out on chicken breast, so I have to do ground turkey now. You can also do like ground beef. What are some other ones?
Yeah, lean ground beef is what I was thinking of. Quinoa.
That's a carb source though.
But it's also the only plant-based complete protein in case like you're worried about meats or like don't eat very much meat. It's very high in carbs, but
it's like
it is a plant.
A vegan option.
Yeah.
But if you
throwing it out there.
Yeah, good option.
High in carbs, but
so basically you want to follow that 80-20 split. So make sure when you are tracking, you do a moderate amount of carbs per meal, a moderate amount of protein, and a decent amount of fats. Now, you guys a breakdown though. Fats are going to be 9 calories per gram, and carbs and proteins are 4 calories per gram. So your fats are going to be a little bit lower than your other macronutrients just because of the fact that they are so calorically dense.
They're the longest digesting thing because they're the highest in calories, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I learned fats do take longer to digest. So therefore, if you do higher fat meals, you will stay satiated a little bit longer.
Good word choice right there. I like that.
Thank you. In order to figure out how many calories you need is find out what your resting metabolic rate is. Now you can go online. I know bodybuilding.com has something you can use. There's a lot of other trackers out there. You can even go into a lot of the health stores like Complete Nutrition. I know they have a test you can do to figure out what just your maintenance calories is. And what that is like the amount of calories that your body needs just to survive. If you were to sit on the couch all day, that is the amount of calories you would need. Now, depending on your activity level, you're going to have to raise your calories depending on whether you're trying to cut. Now, I know it's getting a little bit confusing, but it all comes down to calories in versus calories out. So if you are looking to put on weight, you're going to have to consume more calories than you burn throughout the day. Now, on the opposite end of the spectrum, if you're trying to cut, you're going to want to consume less. Or you're going to want to burn more calories than you consume. That's that. Tracking macros, it's a beautiful thing. It's not so bro-y. Is bro-y a word? I don't know, but we're using it. A lot of people think, oh, you have to eat clean eating to see results. You have to eat chicken and rice for every meal. And I feel like that's kind of a way of the past because chicken and rice, you burn out on it so quick. So
I can't eat the same meals over and over.
Yeah, and I sometimes do, and I think it's good to find balance. Like I said, I do the 80-20 split, so 80% comes from whole nutritious foods, and the other 20 is from like my bowl of ice cream every night. Because I believe in flexible dieting. Like in order to stick with something, you have to be able to sustain it for a long period of time. To see the results you want. And it's very, very simple to me. I've been doing it for a while now. I've had a couple of, I don't want to say clients, but people that I've been coaching, and a lot of you out there watching this probably have asked me on occasion, like, oh, how do I do this? And I'm all about helping people. Like, when it comes to nutrition and training and diet and all that, like, it just excites me. I think I told you guys in a past video, I've been in the supplement world for about 1.5 years now. And I know that doesn't sound like very long, but I have learned a ton. I've been at a lot of different supplement stores. But yeah, so if you guys need help on like supplementation, diet advice, anything like that, we are always here to help. Now, Grace,
What? I what?
you tell them your thoughts on flexible dieting.
So here's my thing. As if you know me, you know that I do not diet. I do not eat clean. I do not restrict myself.
I've tried to get her to, but it doesn't happen.
I don't eat vegetables. I hate that. But I did notice, I will say, his knowledge is so vast, and so, like, I feel like he's brilliant when it comes to this. Like, his knowledge has literally, I feel like I've seen it grow week to week to week since he's been in this industry, and he loves it, and he's so passionate, which makes me so happy. I do not diet. I do not tell myself no to cookies or cookie dough or Reese's. No, I don't. I can't. It's just not part of me. But when he started to prep, I started to prep with him, and that was the first time I've ever like paid attention to what I ate. And I did track my macros. I struggled a little bit at like the first week, but I did practice, and I got a lot of, like, I noticed a lot of improvement, and I regret not tracking my macros because looking back, I had like an excessive amount of carbs and hardly any protein. And if I had a lot of protein in my diet while I was lifting, because I lifted for about 2 or 3 years now off and on, and had I done that, I feel like I would have had a lot more muscle mass and like looked differently and had the size that I've been struggling to get for so long. So in about 2 weeks of tracking my macro and paying attention to the protein, my mind was blown because I like gained size while getting more shredded, which I thought was amazing.
Topic I wanted to hit on, I kind of went off topic, but in order to figure out what your maintenance is, get it tested, go online, figure out what your maintenance calories is, and either eat slightly above that if you are looking to bulk, or eat slightly below that if you're trying to cut. Like I said, your activity level can make that fluctuate, whether you're going to need more calories or less. If you guys do need help, either myself or Grace can help you, and I want to help people for free. Like she said, I'm not to sound cocky, but I kind of do live this lifestyle, and I've done it for so long that I feel like I can help a lot of individuals, whether it is fat loss or trying to bulk and put on lean muscle. So let us know if you guys need help. Seriously, we would love to. And like I said, a lot of people charge a boatload of money to do it, and we're offering to do it for free. If you guys do have any other questions on tracking macros, just let us know.
Yeah.
I hope I covered everything. We wrote down some notes and some topics we wanted to hit on. Let me make
my
sure.
like main point after previously seeing the fact that I don't diet well and I don't eat healthy well, like it's just a weakness I've always had, is the fact that if you're too strict and too hard on yourself, you're gonna burn out. So you have to, like he was saying, like you have to give yourself like, oh, I can fit this in my macros, I'm gonna eat some Reese's because I can fit it in my macros. Whether that means like not eating a bunch of good macros that you should be eating and then eating like 10 Reese's at night, that's probably not good.
That's a great point.
But you can still fit some macros or fit some Reese's and have like a really good balanced diet. So just don't be hard on yourself. Be positive, be excited about it. Look forward to seeing results, and they will come if you are super dedicated and if you have the right macros going. If you need help with that, like he said, we will help you if you want.
And if you're confused on like, oh, where do I track my macros? How do I do it? There's actually an app called MyFitnessPal. It is free to download. You can literally take anything in your kitchen that has a barcode on the back and scan it, put how many servings of that you had, and it will plug it in for your daily intake. I just scan everything into MyFitnessPal. I've actually been doing it so long that I don't even have to use MyFitnessPal every day, just because I kind of know what I'm eating and I can look at a serving size and tell. I still weigh everything out, but like I said, you don't have to. And like she said, make sure you are giving yourself treats and things that aren't necessarily healthy.
Happy.
I don't look at foods as unhealthy or healthy. All they are to me is macros. So whatever it says is a serving size and what the macros are, that's what it is. Now you can play with your fiber and your sugar intake, but that's getting a little bit more complicated. Like I said, if you guys have questions on all that, I can answer it aside from this video. But yeah, make sure you are flexible diet. If you want to go out and have a meal with your friends, you can look on MyFitnessPal and figure out what the calories for that meal are, and you can save fats for that meal if that's something you want to do. If you need to go out on the weekends and have a beer or a glass of wine, you can fit that in your macros, because alcohol actually does have calories to it, believe it or not. But if you guys have further questions, like I said, I don't want to drag this video on too long. Just let us know, or let me know. Leave a comment, send us a message on Facebook, and we'll get back to you as soon as you can. But I think that's going to wrap up this video. I hope you guys found this information useful. Like I said, we've been doing it for a while. We just want to share our knowledge. I know a lot of people out there claim to be fitness gurus. We're not claiming to be fitness gurus. We're just trying to share
But we love it.
information with you guys. So anyways, hope y'all are loving our content. Take it easy. Subscribe.
Have a
Hit that like button.
wonderful week.
Enjoy
Stay
your guys'
happy.
weekend.
Yeah.
Much love to y'all. See you in the next